What's up, Inkie peeps? It's Del from Inkie Quill, and today I've got a scrappy process video for you, but you can apply the same concept to your art journaling pages as well. So I have started something exciting over on my Let's Get Inkie YouTube channel. I've started the 100-day project. They have a website. Basically, the gist of it is that you choose a creative something to do for 100 days and you document it those 100 days. So I am doing a little mini traveler's notebook with letters to Archie. So every day I'm going to write him a little letter. The letters may be a sentence. They're not, I'm not going all out. I'm dedicating a double page at max to each letter. And I started it today, which is the 3rd of April. And there's a full video over on Let's Get Inkie if you haven't tuned into that yet. But I made these little mini traveler's notebook inserts. They're kind of junk journal style. And when I made them too big. So then I had to go through and cut every single paper. I don't want them to be the same, like they don't have to be perfectly cut straight, but I just estimated about a centimetre to cut off each one. And I was left with all of these strips of delicious paper that kind of all coordinates together. It's all white, cream, grey, black, turquoise, and it just looked too pretty in a pile on my desk to throw out. So I thought I'd show you an idea for using your scraps, and you could do the same thing as an art journal page and just use scraps across your page. And I just thought it'd be fun to film for you guys. So I've picked this photo. This is from this is from the start of this year, and they were these really cute little fox shoes that a subscriber sent me. And I thought it'd be perfect for this because the orange of the shoes really pops. And by using some neutral papers, it will make the shoes the focal point of the layout and they won't get too lost. So my plan so far is that. I have no plan. I don't know whether I want to do like strips going, this is a very poor representation, but strips going across the page like that, or I could do it at the top, or I could do it at the bottom. Or if I want to do strips going down the page like so and have the photo. Wow, my camera just almost fell in my face. I have to adjust this. Alright, now my camera is not about to smash me in the face. We'll continue. So I don't know whether to go across ways or down ways. I wish this was a live stream so you could tell me what to do, people. Or I could just do a smaller amount of strips like that. I kind of liked it across for something different. See, this is what I tell you guys not to do. Don't and ah about it too much. You know what, I'm going to go down the side of this page, I think. Now, the lazy person in me is going to use glue to stick these down because I haven't got time to double-sided sticky tape every single one of those. And my ATG is currently somewhere special. It's lost at the moment. I think I know where it is. I think I have to just find it. I think it got put in a, you know, do you guys ever do those boxes of random things when people are coming over and you just quickly shove everything you can in a box and hope for the best? Yeah, I think it's in one of those. So I'm just going to use my glue, and I'm not going to pay attention to, I'm not going to place them all out first. All I'm going to do is try and do a kind of not put two similar pieces next to each other if possible. Yeah, oh, a bit too much glue on that one, Adele. So I'm going to try and just spread out the colours a little bit, especially ones like turquoise that are quite bright compared to everything else. Here's a bit of a paper bag. Let's stick that little guy on. There we go. And I think the shoe should maybe be down here. That's what I'm thinking. And I can do a little bit of journaling maybe up that top corner to balance it out a little bit. Now I can tell already I'm going to have too many paper strips for this whole page, and so I might have to come up with another project for them as well. I'm going to try and overlap them a little bit, and I think it is easier to start in, I might actually rip that one in half because there's not too many turquoisey ones, and I kind of want to make sure that there is some sort of colour in the background. Also just checking that my pages of text don't have weird things on them because I've accidentally done that before, because sometimes you don't realise what books have in them until they're already stuck on the background of a layout. So let me know. I'm interested to know about your scraps, because scraps are something that can accumulate very, very quickly. And I think that it's important that we don't let them go too far, because they can end up overpowering your stash, and also just take up room of supplies that you are more excited about, I guess you could say. I'm going to cut this one. That's a very chunky one, so I think it needs a snip. Now I'm wondering if that black, I think that black might be too much, so I'm going to use the other side. But if you're trying this layout at home, if you're scrap lifting it, I would suggest sticking to a couple of colours, because if you start to do too many colours, it can sometimes be a bit overwhelming as to how much of your papers to use. You can sometimes feel like you've got too many papers out. It's just like we were saying with the DIY embellishments. If you punch too many shapes, you'll be too overwhelmed and won't be able to use them as well as you could. Now this envelope has got all sorts of extra bits on it. There we go. But yes, so if you're playing along at home, grab your scrap box and just take out a few pieces. I don't expect you to have a pile of perfectly cut strips waiting, but if you've got larger pieces, you can easily just cut them into strips on your paper trimmer, and have a bit of fun with this layout. This would also be a great way to use up scraps if you're a card maker. You could do the same thing. Oh, I really like that. It's so textury too. Alright, so I've got to remember down here that some of them will be covered up a little bit. Wow, it's too much glue. That's going to explode over the edges, but that's okay. Right, I almost did that grid one again, and I just feel like that's a little bit too close to that one. It needs to be a few more in between them. But I think the fun part of doing a technique like this is just the sticking and plonking aspect of it, because if you give it too much thought, then you won't be happy with the end result. I think that's the secret. The key is to not really think about it too much. If you wanted to, you could sort your paper scraps into like different colors, so that you could reach for a white one, then you could reach for a turquoise one, then you could reach for a cream one. But I honestly think that it's easier to just grab and go rather than planning it all out ahead of time. But if you like to do that, go for it. Go for it. There's no rules in scrapbooking. Ooh, that's a fun circly one. I might put that over the... Oh. Ooh, bit of half and half. See, I'm thinking about it too much now. I think think I might put it over the cream one. It's going to be harder to stick down because of all of those holes. Let's try my best. The good thing about scrapbooking is that you do have the page protector there to kind of give your papers a little bit more protection. Now I have glue all over my fingers, which is not pleasant. Alright, too turquoisey. There we go. Grab some of this. I'm really excited about the 100-day project. I think that I've never successfully kept up with a project that has like an ongoing deadline like December Daily. I fail every time at December Daily, but I feel good about this one. I think by giving myself a really small, for me, kit to work with is my key to success, because otherwise I just get too choosy happy, and I just want to use all of the things. Oh, I like that side better. Wow, too much glue again. Too much glue. Right. My street for some reason today is it's like a carriageway. There are a million cars going down it, which is typical. It's, what day is it today? It's the 3rd of April today, so it's the first day back at school and work for a lot of people after the long weekend, which may be why there's a lot of traffic. Who knows? Who knows? Do I need a bit of... No, it's a bit too grey. I feel like I just need one there because they're quite thick pieces. I like that one though. That one can go somewhere else. But I need something maybe like a grey pattern, possibly. So now I'm thinking about it too much again. Oh, dictionary, that's what I need. There we go. Right, my last piece. Whoop. And I think that can go there. Got glue everywhere, which isn't pleasant. I'm just going to turn this over, cut all of these bits off. And I will throw these bits in the bin. If you wanted to be super scrap happy, you could probably do something with these, but I've got enough long ones that I can actually use that I don't need to, it's stuck on there. I don't actually need to keep these teeny tiny ones. Whoops. It's also very hard to cut something so flat when you can't really see it. Goodness, the birds are having a party outside as well. Right, so, wow, that looks really cool. Oh, I love it. All right, so now this is going to be a really nice, quick, simple layout. I think I'm going to cut this photo slightly because it's annoying me that I can tell that it's exactly 4x6. For some reason that's been annoying me lately. I don't know why, but I've been, wow, my camera did the thing again. Sorry about that. Since moving to the new house, the tripod Aaron made is designed for our old house windowsill, and now it's not quite working for the new house. So I think he needs to do a little bit of changing to it. If you haven't seen it, Aaron has a video over on his Inkie Beard YouTube channel which shows how he made my tripod, and I think he might have to film another one doing an update as to how it's changed, because I currently have it blue tacked to the window and that's not quite working for me very well. I literally found this piece of vellum squashed under my chair. So going along with the scrap kind of theme for today's layout, I thought let's use it to mat my photo, because I don't really want to mat my photo on pattern paper because I've already got so many patterns going on over here, but I definitely want to mat it on something. You don't have to, of course. I just feel like my eye kind of needs it to mat on something. And funnily enough, this piece of vellum is quite a good size for my photo, which worked out very well. And I've put too much double-sided tape so you can see it. We might just have to put an embellishment over that. Alright, so there's, oh, that looks really, really sweet. Okay, so there's that. I'm wondering if I need a doily, because, hey, when don't you need a doily, really? Just trying to take one. Always be careful and check that you only get one doily, because it's very easy to get more than one. I think to balance it out, I'm going to put the doily on that kind of edge, I guess you could say. Just because if I was, whoa, that was too much tape, Adele. If I was to put it on this corner, it would, I think it would be a bit too heavy, if you know what I mean. Excuse me, Mr. Tape. It's not helping that I have sticky glue all over my fingers. I know the sensible thing would be to get up and to change that, but I'm really invested in this layout right now. Do you ever have that? Do you have some layouts that you're happy to, you know, come and go leisurely, and then there's some layouts that you get really excited about and you're like, yes, I could do this layout? Or is it just me being weird? Could be either. So I'm going to put a little bit more tape now over the doily. I was considering putting foam under this just to lift it up a little bit. But I think I'm actually going to leave it flat, just because I'm trying, when possible, not always, but when possible, to flatten my layouts just a little bit. Oh, that is so, oh, are we stuck already? Oh, there we go. That is so sweet. I think there. Let's do it. All right. Stick that down with a piece of paper there. All right, that's looking really cute. I think the next thing I need to do is my title. If I have a look in my handy dandy mini thickers container, I can immediately see these, which are the perfect color. I don't know if I can spell anything. Oh, I could spell little. Okay. I could spell, oh, okay, I could do little. Okay, I might use those. What else have I got? Well, I've got the golden oldies, which I absolutely love, and they would go quite well because the gold goes with the beige and the craft. I think if I was to bring black in, it might be a bit too dark and it might compete with the background of that photo. I have some white words. Let's see. But I don't know if they'd be too white. Enjoy. Oh, fantastic. I have 2 white words. I could call it Fantastic Little Footsies. That's a pretty cute name. If I'd thought about my title, I could have put it down here. Oh, I think I still could. Alright, let's just go for it. Let's just jump in. Oh, there's bunny hair on this. Frida is currently going through a mad molt. She is molting so badly. You just pat her and tufts of fur just up into the air. So there is bunny hair, just, we vacuum every day, their area every day, but it still escapes. Alright, I think I'm going to put that there. the little eye. And then I'm going to do, maybe I could do these ones because they're a little bit smaller, because I can't quite spell Footsies with that because I don't have another T. I know I could cut a letter to do a T, but I don't feel like that today. Have I got any T's are a letter that I, no T's. T's are a letter that I run out, oh lucky. I run out of them very, very quickly. Alright, where's my S's? Footsies. Let's spell this backwards. Alright, an E. Oh, I should probably move it down slightly, actually. There we go. I'm really enjoying doing some real-time like art journaling and scrapbooking process videos over here. I feel like I can get to sit down. It's kind of like, more like a live stream, I guess. And then keep the sped up ones for the YouTubes. I may occasionally do sped up ones over here if it's something that's going to take forever. Like the DIY embellishments. They take forever. I DIY embellishment for hours, so I need to speed those ones up. But, whoops, there we go. Please do always, I read all of the comments. I may not write back to all of them, but I do read all of the comments. And let me know if there's any particular videos that you'd like to see, if you'd like me to show you how to do a particular technique or use a particular product. Let's go little. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking the title being so squished down here. Can I move it? Let's see. Okay, I can move this one. I think it needs to be up here. And you can still see that white. Yeah, I just feel like it needs to be up there, because I feel like down here it's just a bit too squished. Right, change of plans. There's that one. I might do the little first, and I think these are going to need some more glue because they're not very sticky at all. Alright, little, I feel like it would be really cute tucked in just this part here. I'm going to do, oh, of course, too much glue. When I moved house, I broke my fine liner bottle that I was using, and I have another one somewhere, but I just haven't, I know where it is, but I haven't had a chance to fill it up because I have kind of gotten used to using the big bottles again. But I definitely am considering filling up my fine liner bottle again. Whoop. Oh, my big fingers are in the way. I've tried using tweezers for stuff like this and I just can't make them work. I feel very, I don't know, clunky with tweezers. I just can't make them work. I wish I could, because it would make my hands a lot less gluey and it would probably be a lot easier, but alas, I'm a bit too uncoordinated for that. Alright, now I'm going to move Footsies and hope that this doesn't rip, and let's put Footsies. Can we go right under? Yeah, let's go right under. F. Oh, it's ripping a little bit. It's because it was unfortunately on top of a quite old sewing pattern piece of paper. So they might need a little bit of extra glue to help them along. And I might need to just put an embellishment of some sort down there. It hasn't ripped the paper badly, but it's enough to, it's ripped it on top of words, so you can tell. Alright. Lucky I did that because I spelt Footsies wrong. I put footies instead of footsies. That was very lucky. Because of course footsies is a real word. Alright. Let's put a little bit of glue on that one. And so before I started, I think it was before the tripod tried to attack my face, how do you store your scrap papers? Because at the old house, I had this little container that I kept my scraps in, and then when it got too full, I would make some DIY embellishments from it. But I've lost that container. I haven't finished unpacking the craft. Wow, we're moving again. So Aaron has tried to fix the tripod temporarily.
I make no promises.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But he's right next to me in case it tries to get me again. So I did just move the last of those gold letters, and I'm just sticking a little bit of that paper over the top so you can't tell it's ripped. Alright, that's looking super sweet. I need some embellishments. Because we're embracing all things scraps, let's go to my little scrap embellishment box. So this is my little box that I basically chuck stuff in that I'm too lazy to put away properly. What have we got in, what's this say? No, we're not planning and preparing. That's a cute little heart, that might work. Oh, best ever, that's cute, but I don't know if it's too many words. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, that's cute as well. That's obviously an embellishment. Oh, I think, Ree, did you make that for me? I think you might have. I think that's one of your embellishments. It's cute, but I feel like it needs a 2, not a 3, because there's 2 feet. So I'm going to save that up for another project. I've got this really cute piece of floral wreath that I could possibly use. There's a little label in case I want to write something, or a tag. I'm just kind of trying to look for things that are a bit subtle. They're not too wordy, not too in your face, I guess. They blend in a little bit. These are all the puffy things. Oh, that's really cute, that little note card. I don't know if that's too big as well. Where is the perfect embellishment? I can use that. It's a puffy heart. So looking. What's this? Just a few thoughts, notes. Like, I don't feel like I can put that down the bottom because I'm going to write my notes at the top. Oh, there's a lot of things in this little container. Choose happy, that could work. Cat wouldn't quite work. I need a fox. Here's a little fox. That's a bit cute. I know I have some other fox ones. I know that there's, I know I have some fox embellishments with my stuff for Archie's first year album, but I don't have that here. It's not quite the best day ever. Alright. I may have to go fox searching because I know I have some. I have found foxes. So So I got a big beautiful package from a lovely inklet called Brooke. Brooke, if you're a patron, you're watching this, thank you very, very, very much. You sent me lots of amazing goodies. And on that note, I have a huge stash of Happy Mail that I have to go through. Well, I've been through, but I have to sort it. And so what I do is I have my Happy Mail binders, and since moving house I haven't added anything to them, and even a little bit before that actually. And so, oh, that's a cute one. Maybe I could do that with the heart. That's sweet. All right. I haven't gone through them, and I've gone through them, but I haven't put them in the Happy Mail binders that I have. So I'm thinking of filming I think I'll film it for Let's Get Inky. I'm thinking of doing a little Happy Mail binder catch-up video. I am going to take this guy off his foam, which is sticking to my fingers. Come on, off you hop. Alright, that works. He is so cute. Right, I'm going to pop him down there. I do feel like that heart is disappearing into the background, so a doodly border I think is a must. I've been really enjoying the 0.2 size lately because it's a little bit thicker than the 1 and smaller than the 3, as common sense would let anyone know, Adele. But it's a nice little size for doing the doodly borders and things that I needed to. Now I've lost my gold scissors, of course, so I'm going to do a fantail using the giant scissors. But yes, I'm hoping to do a video on that very soon. I'm also hoping in April I can do a live stream. I think I might wait until, or I can't do it this weekend because we're going to Sydney for a friend's birthday, and it's going to be Archie's first sleepover with his grandparents, which is going to be exciting. I'm going to put this one that says, "Hello, you look beautiful today." But yes, so next weekend, actually it may have already, I'm not sure when this video is going up, so it may have already been, but that will be fun for Archie to have a little getaway while Mummy and Daddy have, after a year, their first night away from him. So I think we've earned one night away with friends together, so that's going to be fun. And then I freaking love these hearts. I had these in I think it was a hip kit, oh, it'd be 2 years ago maybe, and I used them a lot in the wedding album, so they remind me of the happiness of the wedding album, which is really cute. But yes, so that's this weekend, and then I think the weekend after I've got something, and then the weekend, ooh, are there 2 sheets in here? Bonus. So maybe end of April I will let you guys know. I'll give you a couple of weeks notice, but I'm thinking it won't be until, yeah, the end of April. Let's do one more up here. Oh no, I'm just going to do the little ones, I think. Maybe this one, that one, and I think I'm going to grab a gold heart. And my little dish. Let's go with, whoops, this size. So this has been a pretty quick layout, an easy one that you could bust out in an evening if you're looking for a quick bit of inspiration. Whoops, you stay there, you stay there. Alright, I'm going to turn the camera off and just add a tiny bit of journaling and a doodly border, and then I'll show you the finished result. Right, I've added my journaling. I decided to do it up the side of the layout, and I added a half doodly border, which I really like to do when I do something up the side. Got to add some Hardy Shine, so shake, 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 shake your Hardy Shine. Shake your Hardy Shine. Usually you don't get the annoying shaking noise in my sped up videos, and I have admittedly shaken this for the last 2 minutes off camera, so you don't have to get all of the shaking on screen, and you don't have to watch that thrilling footage of me shaking Hardy Shine. So here I did get a blob of glue, so I'm putting a purposeful spot of Hardy Shine, which you can do, you just got to be careful with it. Adding a little bit down here, a little bit down there, and I think I'm calling this one done. I love it. It was a really easy peasy layout to make, so definitely have a go at scrappy lifting this if you've got some scraps lying around, or if you're feeling your mojo's a bit low and you need a simple quick layout that doesn't require too much thinking, and you can just bust this one out in one sitting. So I'll give you a bit of an up close look. Oh, I've got the jazz hands, flappy hands. All right. So we've got all of the different types of papers down the side. Those thickers go so perfectly with the colours of, because turquoise is a funny colour, or aqua or blue, whatever you may call it. My goodness, there are a lot of buses in my street today. It's a funny colour to match up, but it matches perfectly. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today, guys. Don't forget, let me know any video suggestions you'd like to see over here on Patreon in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!